Hey everyone, Nat Richards from Techs on the Move here with a little video today about what is required for technicians in the Middle East to come here to Australia on a temporary sponsored visa. Of course, we speak to a lot of you and you have a lot of questions about exactly how you do that. Here's some of the basic points to understand before we can proceed. So first up, most of you will require an IELTS score of 5 out of 10 in each of their 4 categories. So IELTS, of course, is the International English Language Testing System. This is a business that provides general English language testing in many different locations, including a lot of the Middle Eastern countries. So you will need to take yourself off to an IELTS office, after booking the appointment online, and take the test and receive a 5 out of 10 in each of their 4 categories before you will be eligible to proceed. So this is the first step in trying to make sure that you get to Australia. Skills assessment will be required for a lot of you to back up your original qualifications and experience to gain a visa if you do not already have an NVQ qualification. So this is most common to Sri Lankan workers who are in the Middle East. NVQ is of course a British type of qualification that does apply here in Australia as well. So if you don't have an NVQ, you will need to go through a skills assessment process, and we do that here through an Australian company called VetAssess. Stage 1 of the VetAssess skills assessment is pretty basic. It's a lot of paperwork that we can help you with, but stage 2 is the hard part. So it's a skills assessment or a technical interview that you need to go through to prove your knowledge and your experience. It's not necessarily very hard, but it's hard to get arranged if you're in the Middle East, because unfortunately VetAssess does not maintain any offices in the Middle Eastern region. So if you're to undertake a skills assessment to get here on a temporary visa or even a permanent residency visa, you will unfortunately need to travel outside of the Middle East to get that done. So whether that be to India or to the Philippines or even to Sri Lanka, pretty much anywhere else that you can find a VetAssess office, you'll need to make that journey. Last step here is that you do require normally 3 years or more, of course, of experience, preferably with some training, to be sponsored by an Australian business. So Australian sponsors here are looking for the right sort of people that can jump into their businesses and help them out by making a difference very quickly. So the best way to do that is to gain 3 years of experience, hopefully with some brand training in there as well whilst you're in the Middle East, and then you'll be in a good position to become sponsored by an Australian business. Hope that helps. If you've got any questions, please contact me.